Good morning friends. Today I am going to give presentation on the topic urban sustainability development. This report has been prepared by 4 members. My name is Anil Khatiwada with student ID number 1885168. Uh, Urbanization is rapidly growing since the 20th century. The percentage of people living in the urban areas has been drastically increased from 5% to 50% in this century. So, sustainable urbanization refers to the sustainable growth that fulfills the basic needs of the people in the present scenario and without affecting the needs of the future generation. So, in this article, mainly focus on the sustainability, importance of sustainability for controlling the rapid urbanization and its impact. This article mainly focus on 5 points: urban ecosystem and sustainability, role of urbanization, impact of urbanization, the concerns between the urban sustainability and cultural heritage development, and at last urbanization for future. So urban ecosystem and sustainability. What is ecosystem? Urban ecosystem. It is nothing but it is the scientific study of living things with their surrounding in the context of urban area. So urban area like city, towns or metropolis mainly depend upon 3 factors: population density, population size, and the man-built infrastructure. So furthermore, this study helps to maintain healthy environment for the people. For example, mass loss and nitrogen release from the litter bags were higher in urban areas than rural areas. This information provides the very important role for making the sustainable and well managed decision. So it helps to make well long planned decisions to reduce the negative impact on the environment without compromising the present and future requirement of the human beings. Now, by saying this point, I finished my presentation. Now, rest of the presentation will be given by my friends.
Hello, I am Diwash Karki with the student ID 1877075, and today I'm talking about the impact of the urbanization. So here are some points and I'm going to elaborate on these points. So first of all, let's talk about the urbanization. So we all know that people have made themselves as the urban species. So the more than the half population they are living in the urban areas. So there are some data that shows that more than 60% of the world population are living in the urban areas, and this sort of congested placement has caused environmental and economic strain on the land and people. So, and the trend of the people shifting from the rural area to the urban, it is still growing, and then let's see at some of the effects of the urbanization. So it is causing the degradation in the ecological and the environment. So one of the major impact is that deforestation. When the people move from the rural to the urban, they try to create the place by cutting down the trees. So it has the adverse effect on the wildlife as well. And this beside this environmental and ecological, the urbanization also poses the potential threat to the social norms, values, and health concern. Drug addiction and violence, they are increasing in the urban areas, and the urbanization also still poses the temporary concerns, let's say contemporary concerns regarding health issue. Health issue, and health, sorry, and urbanization. Okay, these are some of the negative aspects of the urbanization. But with that said, urbanization still has some positive socio-economic aspects. It is efficient for the government and the local agencies to provide the service to the city people rather than urban people who are scattered over the vast geographical area. And for example, let's say use of public transport vehicles are more efficient than the private vehicle in the urban area than the rural area. Okay, and in the urban area there are more people. That means the more workforce. That means the more economical activity. So it's going to be a very beneficial in this scenario. So thank you, and here ends my part. and I will request my friend to continue from here. Thank you.
Shabdir Bindari, and I'm going to give a presentation on the role of urbanization. Urbanization is very important and unstoppable phenomenon. Urbanization and growth go side by side. Urbanization plays vital role for measuring modern civilization. It is crucial in today's world because 21st century is not dominated by powerful nation, it is dominated by the cities. Global sustainability depends on urbanization. Urbanization are the backbone of the economic growth and innovation. They create opportunities in many ways, like eliminating poverty, and government nation's growth also depends on urbanization. Urbanization are the backbone of the every countries. However, it has some disadvantages, but urbanization has changed people's lifestyle in many ways, and I'm going to give another slide for urbanization for future, how to control and manage urbanization in the future days. Here, properly designed urban are sustainable. For prevent sustainable development, there should be a proper planning of the urban design. Pause. Unplanned urbanization creates many problems on human being. Properly designed urban region will be very sustainable, and one should teach its people, country should teach its people about the cost of the urbanization, and there should be a lot of trainings for urban management, and sustainability should provide it to local authorities. If local authorities are concerned about making environment good for future generation, then it will reduce many disadvantages of the urbanization. So next topic will be given speech by my another friend. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Jiang. My ID is 176472337. I'm going to talk about the concerns about urban sustainability and the country heritage development. I'm going to make like 3 points. One is they have some conjugates of 3 parts. One like the country heritage that you can't create, because like from the last generation they have some like countries their own environment, because like the heritage country building they created in the past, they take place actually happened in before, also take place to happen. So another point I want to make like concern about the economic influence, because like usually the country heritage, the development can drive the tourism, the booming. For example, the urban usually have the country heritage building. That means usually can attract more the tourists to come. They visit. When they visit, they're more likely to spend more money for living, for hotel, for everything. That means the country heritage, the government can enhance like tourism development. So the last point I want to make like the third consequence. The country heritage development can get the promote the human beings education, also civilization improvement, also can be the connection and communication between like different generation. So last I give the conclusion about our the presentation. So I see the ecological, social, and economic situation that we are facing at present in light of the global urbanization have to be addressed properly as an urgent measure, and methods have to be implemented quickly so far to reduce adverse effect and facilitate the potential benefit. So how to build, how to thinking will make the urban is more like efficiently, more environmentally. It can be the big part. Yeah, that's our presentation. Thank you.